What's good? It's your boy Logic. Let's get into it. Man, I just heard that New York is possibly going to pass a law that legalizes prostitution. Yeah, this COVID shit got niggas acting wild. Government passing crazy ass laws. This is what feminism does too. I mean, legalizing prostitution. Pretty soon it's going to be United States wide. So your daughters, if you're a mother or father that has daughters, you got some extra shit to worry about. Now, speaking on that, I was actually at work the other day, and a friend of mine, newly married, um, she has a newborn daughter, probably less than a year old, maybe around a year old. Um, she finally decided to come back to work. She got her shit situated, and her daughter is spending time with her father at home. He must have had the day off or whatever like that. So that's always great. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your father spend a lot of time with your kids, especially the daughters. All right. Now we're at work and she's getting hit up um, by her husband, and he's having issues with dealing with the daughter. Like he can't get her to stop crying. He doesn't really know what to do. He's not necessarily a new father, since he does have a kid from a previous engagement, though he doesn't have custody and doesn't see her on a regular. So I can understand why his parenting skills ain't up to par. But I didn't think that texting her at work on trivial things, that I think if the kid's not in any danger or something like that, I think you should try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just first time moms. I mean, that's probably what they would have to do. They'd probably just have to figure it out. So, and my thought process is if every time he has a problem with the daughter, if he pushes the responsibility off onto the mother, then depending on how long this trends, the daughter could possibly grow up not really respecting him. You know what I'm saying? And why I even brought this whole story up, because with the legal prostitution possibly, about to take into effect, I told my friend, I said, the number one job of your husband is to make sure your daughter doesn't end up on the pole. Now, she took offense to it. Crazy, right? She said that was stupid for you to say that, and blase blah. I can't believe you said that. And then some other girl kind of looked at, what did he say, girl? Like blah blah blah. And I said, hold on, before you twist up my words, let me reiterate. Let me kind of make it clear. I said that, um, her husband was texting her. He was having issues with the daughter, and I made a statement based on, um, he should try to figure out certain things with his children so that they grow to respect him. I said the number one job for a father is to keep the daughter off the pole. Now, the pole is just a representation of objectification, sexualization, all that stuff that a woman would really use as an easy way out. Using her body, and low self-worth and stuff like that, and possibly getting used because of that type of stuff. I said that the first man in her life she's gonna see and should respect is gonna be her father, and she's gonna use her father as a gauge to use against all other men. That's what I was getting at. Why they couldn't understand that, even after explaining that, they still had some really, they was kind of iffy on it, trying to give me some. I know plenty of moms that do it on their own and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my God, y'all really tripping. And it just went to show that women don't really value fathers. I was literally saying that, uh, you know, you want the best relationship with the father to increase the odds of success in raising the kid once you send them off into the world. Now, with that kid being under 1 years old, guess what? When she's 18, by the time she's 18, I guarantee you that law about legal prostitution will probably be nationwide, right? Meaning that girls in high school who maybe didn't develop any type of real skill set that could be used outside of like sexualizing themselves, guess what? There's a get out of jail free card, and it's called prostitution. And in 18 years from now, it'll be so normalized and not shamed at all that she won't really need to think twice about it. Everybody's doing it. Easy money. Blase blah. On top of the fact that maybe she didn't have a good relationship with her father, because the father in the relationship is usually the stern one, the one that's more strict and structured. And then the mother is usually the one who's more the caring, caregiver, nurturer, right? Not saying a woman can't do both, but if you have a guy in there that can, exemplify that type of, structure, use them. Because not a lot of people have them. And then I had to print out some statistics that I looked up online that just showed this is the likelihood of what could happen to any kid, whether it be a boy or a girl, with an absent father. I sent her the link, and she didn't really bother to check it out. She said I was stupid, whatever. And I said, and this is what blew my mind, because I don't know how stable their relationship is, right? I mean, anything can happen nowadays. They can break up over any little thing. But what will not happen is the deep consideration of the bond between a daughter and a father, because this is her first daughter. She has other sons, and she has raised her other sons pretty much on her own. But now that she has her first daughter, I think you should approach it a little bit different, all right? Especially while the man's in the house right now. Yes, she has a track record of the relationships not working out, and it would be par for the course if it doesn't work out this time. But I'm just saying, if she makes it work, make sure that this father sinks his teeth into his daughter, because you want the best outcome for your daughter. I'm just saying, it's just a likelihood. She could still end up fucked up. But you can't sit there and say you didn't try. You can't sit there and say she didn't have two parents that cared. And that was all I was saying. And I'm just like, good grief. Are women this unagreeable? Arguing some common sense shit that should be easy. Especially with all the single mothers out there who wish they got along with their father and had them in the household to help them raise the kid. She tried to push back on a pretty much common sense, like, yeah, make sure that he has a good relationship with the daughter. I said his number one job is to make sure she doesn't get on the pole. And like I said, the pole is just a representation of self-worth and sexualization and stuff like that. Things that women tend to fall back on when their back is against the wall. And with prostitution possibly going to be legal soon, and in 18 years when she's old enough to act on it, you want her to have some buffers there. You want her to have some shame there. You want her to be able to look back and say, my parents raised me better than that, and what would they think if I did some shit like this? But I guess that was just too hard to fathom. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. That was some crazy ass shit, and I be boggles my mind when I get into these conversations with females, and it's common sense shit. But all right, man, this is your boy Logic.